So I had a background in franchising. I kind of knew what I wanted to do. But I knew I didn't want to go full service food right away. We still had little kids. I didn't want to work every night and weekend, right? So once I saw edible, it was a perfect fit for kind of that balance. And trust me, I had plenty of people that are like, "You're going to open a fancy fruit place in Youngstown, Ohio? Are you crazy?" And I'm like, I mean, I grew up in a town with one stoplight. So Youngstown, Ohio looked like a raving metropolis compared to what I was used to, right?
Okay, so how you said that you guys had 3 stores by the time that you went full time, but your
Yep.
wife was already full time in the business.
Mhm.
How long did it take you to get to 3 stores? Did you open all those from scratch? Did you buy some as resales, or what did that look like?
No, the first three were from scratch, right? So we went to Discovery Day for edible, and I was working in the pharmaceutical industry, so one of my drug reps had one of them, and I was like, "This is perfect," right? But now, remember, I had a little bit of a franchising background. I was before pharmaceuticals, I was a director of food service operations for a convenience store in Southern West Virginia. So I had Arby's, Taco Bell, Subway, Godfather's Pizza, Steak Escape, and Baskin Robbins. So I was overseeing in my 20s all of that for the convenience store chain because they were all convenience store guys and they knew tobacco, cigarette, or beer, gas, but they didn't know anything about food, right? So I came in and got to look probably smarter than I actually was simply because the bar was pretty low. But I got familiar with franchising. Like I was blessed. I got to go to training at Subway and I actually met DeLuca, which was fascinating, right? Like that was just an incredible moment, especially
For
given
people
just
who don't know who that is, he founded Subway.
right. Yeah. I mean, 40,000 locations, I mean, like just what an operation that was and how interesting that was. So I had a background in franchising. I kind of knew what I wanted to do. But I knew I didn't want to go full service food right away. We still had little kids. I didn't want to work every night and weekend, right? So once I saw edible, it was a perfect fit for kind of that balance. And trust me, I had plenty of people that are like, "You're going to open a fancy fruit place in Youngstown, Ohio? Are you crazy?" And I'm like, I mean, I grew up in a town with one stoplight. So Youngstown, Ohio looked like a raving metropolis compared to what I was used to, right? So we pulled the trigger, opened it up, opened opened the second one about 11 months later, and then opened the third one. So that was 2006, then 2007, then late 2008, we opened the third one. So we kind of did them bam, 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 just like that.
If you enjoyed this short clip from the podcast, you can check out another short clip right here. Or if you want to watch the full episode of this podcast, you can watch that here. And remember, knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge that's power. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.